Because right now the Koreans have been so incredibly dominant. All right, well, the game is now on. So let's go and introduce the players. In the bottom left corner, nicknamed Marine King by the community. Then he changed his ID. We have Marine King.
And then over on the right side of Antigua Shipyard, we have a great Zerg player from Germany, Darkforce.
Guys, feel free to tweet at us during this match. My Twitter ID is Call Me Tasteless. He is Artosis.
Yep. Go ahead, hashtag WCG, get everyone talking. It is a very fun event, one that all the old school players have a deep affection for.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this map is one of the better maps that we have here at the WCG. Very balanced, makes for some long, dramatic games. With him being in cross spots, it's going to be hard for either player to kill the other one off early on.
You know, Antigua Shipyard, TVZ, definitely a map you're likely to see reactored Hellion openings on. That third base is pretty easy to take unless you have those Hellions out there. And when Zerg gets on quick 3 bases, they're going to feel very good.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa, look out.
Good defense on that girl.
Nice. That was
quick reaction speed, man.
Quick reflexes there. As you can see, we have quite an international crowd out here.
Oh, of course.
At the World Finals for
players
the WCG.
From every country. We have a lot of people visiting from various countries as well. Some people flying in from as far as Canada to watch WCG.
This is an event where I will actually be in the elevator getting ready to go down to the convention center and hear people speaking Swahili in the elevator. I mean, that's
so
crazy.
awesome.
It's the most international of events.
Indeed. Well, we see right now, looks like, he does have the gas and traps the drone. That's always nice. And with that drone trapped, of course, we see our Korean commentators right there.
Here's a shot, of our Korean commentators. They are very talented. We're good on GameNet.
The two guys on the right are Tasis. The guy on the left is Artosis. It's actually true.
That breaks up the roles pretty well.
But anyways, trapping the drone in the main base, you're going to be able to kill that drone off. It's one less drone for your opponent. And then, a second gas going up for Marine King. Very interesting. Reactor Hellion plus 2 gas. I wonder what he's going to go after this.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Clearly taking that gas after Marine King. After Darkforce's drone is killed.
Yeah.
So that way Darkforce doesn't have all the information he needs.
That's right. Based upon what Darkforce saw, he's going to think, okay, Reactor Hellion expand, definitely. Let me prepare for that. But Marine King being very smart, he's trapped the drone, he's let him see that that's what it's going to be. But guess what? It's not just that. He'll show it so that Darkforce is even more tricked. And then he's going to go, a Ghost Academy! This is going to be so awesome.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting wiggly and jiggly, Tasteless.
We rarely see Ghost Academies.
Yes.
Off one base. Normally it's by the third base that they start the Ghost Academy to deal with the Ultralisks, to deal with the Infestors, to deal with the Broodlords. So early on, what's his plan? I'm not entirely sure.
Well, he very well may go Cloak with this. I feel like that might be what happens. Maybe even a nuke. That would be just fantastical, Tasteless.
You could theoretically go Reactor Hellion, guard the front, and then nuke.
Exactly.
You could.
Exactly.
You could.
So I am just waiting so eagerly to see the plan here.
All right, well, I'm holding my breath now, waiting to see what exactly we're going to have coming in this game. Is there a nuke? No upgrades yet. The Overlord could spot it, by the way.
Oh, man, if he spots that, it's going to be big. Marine King definitely going for some element of surprise here. Oh, I think he's going to see it.
Is he going to edge in? He sees the nuke is on the way. Now, the nuke builds pretty fast in StarCraft 2, so there's always a chance. Oh, my God, no, he doesn't see. Excuse me.
Just barely.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Uh-oh, you don't want to lose these Hellions, that's for sure. If you're going to guard your nuking Ghost, you've got to keep him alive. Wow, this is actually so exciting, Tasteless. He is going to nuke push. MarineKing.Prime is about to nuke push against Darkforce.
How much damage does the nuke do? We see nukes so rarely. I kind of forget they're even in the game.
Well, it won't kill something like a hatchery. It'll kill almost every single unit in the game. The actual damage number, I don't know. I don't know numbers. I know it'll kill when it's aimed at it. So
will it destroy a spine crawler?
I believe if it hits the spine crawler centered, it will. Actually, I'm not sure if it kills it in one hit. I think so, though. And if he does that with no spine crawler, how are you supposed to defend? It's going to be very difficult.
The spine crawler is a staple unit that allows you to survive Hellions early on. So let's see here. I mean, he couldn't even make a bunker, for instance, to keep nuking the front. I don't know.
Make a nuke out of the bunker. Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be funny.
All right, so these ghosts are going to be very difficult to kill with all those Hellions around. There's literally no anti-Hellion units here. It's really the spine crawlers. So this is a really cool strategy by Marine King. And in fact, with all these Lings coming out, he will eliminate them, it looks like. He's got to be careful, though. He's got to be careful. He can't lose both these ghosts.
He can't lose the ghosts.
Oh, my God, he almost did. They are very low in health.
Yeah, they could easily be sniped. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Looks like he managed to deny that nuke.
Yes, he did.
By killing off the ghost there.
Darkforce looking pretty good right now. If he can kill these ghosts, it's going to be huge. And he kills them, as well as everything else there. Has his spine crawler still, has Speedling still. Darkforce with some spectacular defense.
Unbelievable games here. I got to say, had that nuke landed, it would have been awesome, but it's also impressive to see that Darkforce can actually cope with a very difficult situation that Marine King is throwing at him.
You know, that was such a cute and awesome build that we saw from Marine King, but Darkforce probably never seen that before. Still defends it just fine, made enough Lings to deal the damage to those ghosts to make Marine King have to cancel the nuke. And then, of course, he ended up killing everything, so beautifully done. Marine King right now coming from pretty far behind. He's 11 SCVs down compared to drones. All he's got is 5 Hellions and a ghost.
There are more Banelings on the way. 2 extractors coming up here. The macro hatchery now going down. This is going to be interesting. But, you know, here's the problem. When you start out going ghosts, where do you go if that doesn't work? Where do you go if that fails? You know, he went one base ghost rush, and he's going to be really behind now.
Well, I'll tell you where he's going with that, Tasteless. He's going into mech, and he's going into, just mech, man. So we're going to see mech out of Marine King from here as he tries to come back. Baneling speed almost done, no siege tanks out. If Darkforce did a very high economy Ling Baneling aggression here with Baneling speed, I feel like he might be able to just kill Marine King.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'd actually tip over Marine King's king, if you will, because there's just no way that I could see him recovering if Darkforce gets in his face. If Darkforce leaves him alone, then maybe Marine King can transition, but otherwise, no.
Well, we will see. We do have the mech starting up right now. Blue Flame on the way. Some armories being created. The Spire just started. And that Overseer going to go ahead and find out what he needs to find out. And, well, he will if he goes to the right. He's not really scouting much right now.
He's going to go and try to chase out the Overseer here.
All right, a lot of Hellions out right now. Those Banelings not going to do as much damage against someone who's made this many Hellions as long as he controls them well. So it looks like Darkforce going to go straight up into... Well, he's actually going to Roach Horn now, too, which is, of course, not a bad choice at all against mech play.
Yeah, and the Spire's halfway done. Darkforce is looking pretty good. I'm curious when he's going to take his third base. And if he will get aggressive here. Note, his macro is faltering at over 1,000 minerals and over 600 gas.
All right, so right now we do have some Roaches and Roach speed on the way. The Spire is still going. I'm interested to see the amount of Mutalisks that Darkforce makes. It really is very telling against a mech player how many mutas the Zerg player makes. Sometimes they go heavy muta for harassment, but you got to be careful about the Thors, which of course 2 are building right now as you see them popping out. And Thors being so good against mutas, but the mobility of mech being very poor. So this is, there we go. We do have some mutas on the way, 5 so far, and that might just be the number he wants, just for scouting, drop, stopping, a little bit of harassment.
As you guys can see, the Blue Flame upgrade is complete. Darkforce a little bit lackluster with his creep spread, though. Now we see the bunker coming up here at the entrance. Does not look like Darkforce is interested in being aggressive right now. Instead, he wants to get all of his upgrades, get all of his options on the table, and bring this into, the late game.
The mutas are out. Of course, those will help to deal with any Hellions as well. He sees that Darkforce taking that third base. And the Mutas just flying towards the main. There should be Thors there ready, though, as we see a few Thors. In fact, he's got quite a few Thors. 3 right now, 13 Hellions as well. And here we go, the Mutas coming in. No missile turrets. So Muta's definitely going to get at least a few kills here.
Ouch! A few good Thor hits here. The Ghost also chasing out those Mutas. The Thor, a great anti-Muta unit until it gets to the point where there's too many Mutalisks. Then you can just magic box over them and take them out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sky, one of the legendary Warcraft 3 players, a 2-time WCG champion, and one of the reasons why Warcraft 3 got so big in China.
Yeah, he played a huge role in that. It's great to see him down here, seeing gamers from different games celebrating the same basic